Hi guys, welcome to another video by myself, Bateson87. This one's been an eagerly requested one on both Twitter and YouTube, guys, which is my opinions on FIFA 18. A little bit of a review, more likely a review of a very early build of FIFA. That's what we were playing. As you guys know, I attended EA Play 2017 out in Los Angeles. Very awesome event set up by EA Sports, and I really enjoyed being invited out there. Now, I wasn't invited out there by the FIFA team. I was actually invited out there by the Madden team, who I was able to get hands on both Madden, NBA and FIFA. But obviously, in America, guys, Madden is the go-to game, so the queues for Madden were absolutely mental compared to FIFA, so I didn't really get that much time to play Madden or NBA, and the FIFA one was pretty easy to get in there. So my main review today, guys, is going to be on FIFA. I will talk a little bit about Madden as well, probably towards the end of the video, because there's a few features in there which I'm very excited for, and a lot of things within the FIFA side of things, mainly the gameplay that I'm really excited for as well. So like I said, guys, massive thank you to EA Sports for taking me out to Los Angeles, and they allow the content creators to give honest reviews and give their opinions on what they have played out there as well. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'll be responding to a few of them as well if I don't cover them in the video. Anything Ultimate Team related, guys, not going to be talked about. Mainly gameplay, because I played about 15 to 20 games of FIFA 18. Absolutely awesome as well, when I was able to find my groove, but there's a few things I was very disappointed in, mainly Kazooie doing skills against me. Very frustrating player trying to play against him. So if you guys do want MSP, PSN codes or cheat game codes, guys, go and check out g2a.com. Their link is down below. Last year, I did the same video on my thoughts of FIFA 17. That hit over 7,000 likes, guys. Try and smash that, please. That'd be absolutely sick. And remember to subscribe to me if you're not subscribed already. So you guys know I am a reasonably good FIFA player. The team masks a lot of my downfalls when it comes to playing the game itself, but my ability in the game is alright. And I'll probably say my ability out of all the people who were there, probably Diddy Crislito and Aman Siddiqui, probably the two better players than me, because they're professional FIFA players and I'm just a top level pub stomper, as you guys know. So we got our hands on FIFA 18. Absolutely awesome looking trailers, which I did see. Obviously, Alex Hunter was one of the main things which was shown at the E3 trailer. You guys will have seen all of it. A lot of exciting stuff did come out about the pro scene as well, and lots of extra tournaments and stuff like that, but something which wasn't giving us much detail, but something to definitely look forward to when that's announced, probably towards Gamescom time. And anyone worried about Ultimate Team, all that information usually does come out at Gamescom, which is the start and middle of August, I think, and I will be going there as well on my own accord and having a pretty chilled out time. So in this video, guys, I will be taking a few breaks in between certain topics, and the reason being, it's so hot in England. Like, it's even hotter in England than it was when I was out in LA, and I actually got a suntan on my bald head, you know, when I was out in Los Angeles. Really awesome place, and you guys will have seen some vlogs and stuff, but I just wanted to enjoy my time out there, chill out, play some games, but not really vlog and invade people's spaces, you know, because you know I'm not that type of guy to do that. So I thought I'd sit back, play the games, write down some notes, bring them back to the UK, assess what I wanted to talk to you lot about, and put them in a video which hopefully you guys will understand. The stuff which you're seeing in the background of the video won't be very relevant. You guys will have seen it all over the shop anyway, but fingers crossed you do obviously enjoy rewatching it. And the hype which was built around FIFA 18 just before E3 was the new cover, which was Ronaldo, and obviously the icons as well. We were given one icon before we went to EA Play, which was the Ronaldo, the like the original Ronaldo, the R9 Ronaldo, you know, the one which a lot of people grew up with, me and myself included, and I'm looking forward to icons. But while we were there on the Monday, Castro actually live streamed from the EA Play event. Unfortunately, I wasn't on the stream, but I was able to sit back behind and watch the stream and see which icons were announced. They were the keeper, Yashin, Thierry Henry, Maradona as well, and one more. Thierry Henry, Maradona, Yashin, and obviously PELE as well. They were the 4 which were announced, and it adds the question, guys, like, are the original legends, which are in FIFA 17, are they going to become icons in FIFA 18? Maybe you guys can answer that, and looking at the information that you guys have seen, probably a little bit less than myself, but I think that there could be some killed by the looks of it, culled, sorry, by the looks of it, and won't be moving on into FIFA 18. Hopefully it's the discard ones anyway, so we can pack some decent ones. So with that, that was what we heard about Ultimate Team. That's the only thing I heard about Ultimate Team, so that's that covered, and you guys know all that information. Anyway, then I'm going to tell you the story of what happened and how I went about it. So FIFA 18 was there on the first day. It was pretty quiet, I think around 10 AM in the morning after the conference, before the public were allowed in the event. We went to play some games and everyone else was paired up, and Kazooie was there. So I thought, I'll play Kazooie, should be an easy opponent. And when you pick up a new game, guys, it has an adjustment period to it. Kazooie, the only thing Kazooie is interested in when it comes to FIFA is doing skills, and that's fair enough because it is very, very nice looking on the eyes, you know, when you're watching people doing skills. But honestly, playing against him was so frustrating. I just want to sweat it out, try certain things out, try my old maneuvers in FIFA 17 to see if I could apply them into FIFA 18, which wasn't the case in the first game. And Kazooie beat me, I think it was 2-1. He went 2-0 up. One was an amazing long shot with I can't remember who it was with now. I think I was Juventus in my first game, and he was Real Madrid. And he scored an amazing long shot with Gareth Bale, and Juventus just wasn't doing it for me. So I went into my next game, which was against Wolfie. I selected Real Madrid, Wolfie selected another team, I think he might have been Juventus, and I lost that game as well. And I was curious as to why I was doing it, and it was because I was so stuck in my ways of FIFA 17 when I was shielding, thinking that shielding would be the way to work, and unfortunately that wasn't the case. Shielding had changed, and I thought it was non-existent, but we lost 2 games against Wolfie and Kazooie, both reasonably good FIFA players anyway, but I was annoyed at the fact I was losing. So I thought I would change up my team a little bit. I thought I would go with a team which was, obviously we had a limited amount of teams, I think Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Man United and a few other teams were in there, but I only, and the team I stuck with after using Juventus and Real Madrid was Bayern Munich. Now, Bayern Munich have a lot of strong, beastly, solid-looking players and high dribblers on the left wing and right wing as well. So I thought I'd flip it around, have a play around, and in the first couple of games I was noticing there was a few things off. Driven passes fell off, but I don't know if they've changed them to, because you guys know how snappy driven passes are in FIFA 17. They're very snappy, like you'll do one pass, driven pass, doesn't matter on your body position, and more likely it's going to go straight to the player who'll control it instantly, and you'll be able to obviously plug on and do the attack. But what I did notice with the driven pass system this time round, it didn't feel as locked on. Like, you would do a driven pass looking at the player, like, right in front of you, and it would go left or right of the player, so it wasn't fully snappy, which I think could be a good thing looking forward. And then if you're passing it and doing a driven pass to a player who hasn't got very, very good control, like you're doing a driven pass to the middle where you pass it to, trying to think of a player who wouldn't have good control. So like a centre-back, he would take a massively horrible touch, which would obviously allow your opponent to come in and nick the ball off you. So a lot of realism added in the terms of the driven pass. The next topic I'm going to talk about is the driven shot. Now, I'm not sure whether this is me being slow at the game or slow in general, but doing the low driven shots, you guys know I abuse the low driven shot system since it was added into FIFA 17. It's a game changer. The amount of goals I get with it, other YouTubers, pro players get with it, it's absolutely unreal, and it is a really, really good addition to the game. FIFA 18, you have to, like, when you press the shoot button, a low driven shot, as you guys do know, you got to press the shoot button, power it up, and then you got to tap it at the end. I was doing that in FIFA 18. I'm not sure if they've reduced the time you've got from putting the power button on to putting the shot button on, but I was skying them way over the bar. It was like I was putting like medium power on the shot and then looking to tap it, but by the time I went to tap it that second time, the ball had already flown over the bar, and it happened a few times as well. So I'm not sure if it was me or whether it was the game. But obviously, this is a really early build, and something I really need to emphasise in this video, guys. It was a really, really early build of FIFA, and I think the guys at the studio now were 1 month ahead of what release we were playing at E3. EA Play, sorry, EA Play. So that was the driven pass system and the driven shot system. Obviously, when it comes to the capture event or anything Gamescom and closer to the release of the game, a lot of stuff will change, and it has done in previous years. I remember last FIFA I played with FIFA 17 at EA Play in London, and the game felt horrible. I think I lost to Simon when I played that game as well. So this time we were able to get a lot of games in. I played about 15 games, guys. I lost 3 games. One of them was to Kazooie, one of them was to Wolfie, as discussed, and the third one was actually to Diddy Crislito, who I only lost 3 to, and potentially could have gone on and won that game as well. Diddy is a pro player for New York City FC, if you guys didn't know as well. So we've talked about the driven passes, we've talked about the driven shots. And then I started adjusting to how I used to play in FIFA 17, which was the long shots. Now, long shots are good. Like, if you guys can find the right angle in FIFA 17, the long shots are awesome. And with the way FIFA 18 was set up, I'm not sure if the sliders were moved around to benefit people who take long shots to make the game obviously look good. The long shots were absolutely incredible. I'm not sure if it was the low keeping or what, but these long shots were going in. I remember Lasty doing I think it was a flick over his head and a first time volley into the top corner from distance with Ibra. Might have been even with Bale, and it was an absolutely ridiculous goal. And Lasty was winning a lot of games as well, purely down to long shots, which was frustrating a lot of people. But once you find the right angle, long shots feel the same as FIFA 17. Obviously, I'm hoping that the sliders do change a little bit towards more error, because that could be a really bad point for the community when it does come around. But obviously I am expecting that to happen anyway. We're moving on to dribbling. There's a new dribbling system as well within the game, which is a close dribbling, and that felt really, really good for someone like myself who likes to not hold the sprint button in midfield and just dribble around and manoeuvre through players. It felt good. There was one player in particular who I really enjoyed dribbling with, and that was Arjen Robben. Now, you guys know they did state it in the early part of the actually, was it before EA Play? I'm not sure. They stated it that there was a new system in place where realism, and it was the types of dribbles. I'm not sure if Robben was given the correct dribbling for him. I know Ronaldo was, Dybala was. I'm trying to find the other player. I'm trying to remember the other players which were given that and were shown in the presentation. Maybe you guys can let me know which players were put in there. But Robben felt like he plays how he does, cutting onto his left and absolutely smashing some shots into the far corner as he does in real life, and sometimes near post as well. That felt really good. The dribbling system feels awesome, and something which I can't wait to get my hands on properly when the game is released. So with that, and something I did put out there, not only in Choose vlogs, Choose videos and stuff like that, and also putting out there myself, I did say that shielding was completely gone. Now, the reason I said that was I played one game against Kazooie, another game against Wolfie, and my shielding game wasn't on point because I didn't have a big bulky player to do so. I was trying to shield with Dybala, he was getting nudged off the ball instantly. With the Real Madrid team, I was trying to shield with the likes of Isco, and he was getting nudged off the ball as well. So when I switched to Bayern Munich have Lewandowski, strong, brutal dribbler, and very, very bulky player who can hold off defenders and also move around them and smash a ball into the back of the net. And shielding was definitely there with him, and it felt the same as FIFA 17. But when it comes to doing it with Thiago, all the weaker players would get nudged off, and this is something you guys did want changing, which was the shield system. A lot of people think it's broken, me included, that you can shield off players like Giovinco. You could use Giovinco in FIFA 17, and you can shield off the likes of Rio Ferdinand as an example. In FIFA 18, from what I was experiencing, Lewandowski was holding off the really, really good defenders, the likes of Varane, Sergio Ramos and stuff, and able to move it around, but you weren't able to do it for prolonged periods of time. What happened was you'd get like 2 to 3 seconds worth of shielding to manoeuvre yourself into a position to lay off the ball to a teammate, but when you try to do the shielding with like Thiago, they would go straight through you and get the ball off you without even fouling them. So very, very realistic as well. Or sometimes you would shield and they would run into the back of you and give away a free kick, but you're not able to just hold them off and do what you do in FIFA 17. So that was a positive aspect which I was really looking forward to seeing if they do change that come FIFA 18 full release. Like I said, guys, early build that we did play. I've also got a list of other stuff actually I wanted to talk about. We've talked about dribbling, we've talked about driven shots, long shots, driven passes, shielding. Goalkeeper positioning felt a little bit strange when the strikers were running at the goalkeeper one-on-one situations, and you press the Y ball. If the attacker was dribbling out that way, the keeper would move left and move right. It felt and looked weird, and something which I did let the producer know that I did notice it a few times, and they said that it should be sorted in the next build that I do play. But that was definitely one of them, and also the positioning, the goalkeeper positioning. When you angle yourself left, the keeper will nudge himself left, and he would do a low driven shot into the bottom corner, and the keeper was, if he'd have stayed in his original position, would have saved that. So hopefully something which does get worked on. The next one is the animations and celebrations. You guys may know, if you do watch Castro's stream or watch his videos or watch anyone else's, you might have even seen me in someone's video doing it. Every time I scored, I was doing the real life dad dab to them to wind them up and picking up a few games. Like I said, guys, I lost 3 games out of 15, and Bayern Munich were my favourite team. The animations, the celebrations were absolutely brilliant. The backwards dribble felt different this time round. It's still there, as a lot of people do like to use it in FIFA 17, but you can't snap into. There was an animation which you could do. I think it was a fake shot straight to backwards dribble, and it's a little bit different now. It's going to be a different way of doing it, but definitely something which the adjustment period for FIFA 18 should be pretty long, but will be very interesting to see this if it's going to help with the skill gap between the good and the worst players, as a lot of people do complain about. The fact that skill gap makes it, well, there isn't really a skill gap in FIFA 17 according to a lot of people. I think there's a massive skill gap. So that was the backwards dribble. The best players that I played with in FIFA 18, like I said, guys, I played 14 games with, no, 12 games with, no, actually, yeah, 13 games with Bayern Munich. Best players, Vidal, Robben, Lewandowski and Thiago were absolutely spot on. Renato Sanchez, still very good. Boateng absolutely tore up the defence. Neuer pulled off some alright saves as well, as to be expected. And also Alaba, very, very good player. Ribéry, wasn't really impressed with him. Ratings, don't know any of the ratings, guys, so there's no point in talking about that. But like I said, the only game I lost with Bayern Munich was to Diddy Chris, as you guys know him, and that was a 3-2 loss to him, and penalties. I missed a penalty in game, and there's a reason for it, which I'm going to talk about now as well. So the penalty system came in new FIFA 17. FIFA 18, it's changed slightly as well, not reverting back to like the FIFA 15, FIFA 16 way. It's staying the same as it is in FIFA 17, but there's going to be a change of the way you do it. Now, you guys know, if you get the controller, you're going to hold the analog stick up to begin your run, and then as soon as you get towards the ball, you're going to be pressing the shoot button. Now, I had a game with Chewboy, which I beat him, I need to point that out as well, and he had a penalty against me. I gave away a penalty, and he was moving the analog stick trying to make the player run, and he wasn't doing it, and he had no idea what was going on, and I think he skied the penalty missing it, and we didn't know what it was. And we didn't have time to ask someone, so I got into another game against Diddy Chris, and Diddy Chris gave away a penalty, so I was able to take the penalty. And what you do this time round is you actually apply the shot power before you begin the run up. So you're going to press the shoot, and then the player's going to run up, and then you just aim in which way you want to go and selecting which type of penalty you do want to take. Now, there's no display of that. There's no capture at the event, guys, so it can't show you now, but hopefully Gamescom or even the capture event itself, potentially I can show you that, and you might even see it in some EA videos further down the line. So that was the penalty change, and that was all I really got to talk about as FIFA gameplay, guys. I'm really excited for the game itself. Visually looks absolutely ridiculous. Like I say, it's a very early build, so there's a lot of loose stuff in the game. A few glitches a few people did find as well, but I've been assured that they will be sorted by the time the game comes out. They may even be sorted by the build that they've got there now. But it was an alright game. I still reckon I'm going to be good at it, but it's going to take a long adjustment period, as it always does, and fingers crossed you guys are excited for the game as much as I am, and fingers crossed it does get even better, as what we played was very, very early. So that was basically the FIFA talk. LA was sick, food was sick. I know my food was sick, and I also got to play some games on Madden, which we're going to talk about now. So Madden 18. A game which I enjoyed when I picked it up last year and the year before that, but then FIFA took me away. Now, I'm excited for FIFA Madden 18. The reason being, guys, there was a few things announced. I'm not sure if you guys know fully about it, but a lot of the pros have been asking about MUT Champs. MUT Champions is coming, apparently. So if you guys are into your Madden, your competitive Madden, it's going to be awesome for you guys if it's anything like the FIFA or the FUT Champions is this year for us guys who play FIFA quite a lot. Now, one of the things I was excited for with Madden, and probably you guys won't like the fact that I like this, but I'm really looking forward to Long Shot. Long Shot is a story mode, which is like Alex Hunter and The Journey, and it's Madden based. Now, with that, for someone like myself who's not that good at the game and wants to learn the game itself through building up through a story mode, that game mode is going to be absolutely sick for me. And I love the story modes behind games. Like the Alex Hunter story mode was pretty sick. I'm hoping that season 2 should be pretty good as well, looking at the promos they did put out and stuff. But Madden Long Shot looked really good. It's got a world famous actor in there as well. If you guys know his name, feel free to let me know, because you'll be helping me out there. But Long Shot, really looking forward to. Now, I played a game of Madden against someone who was really good, so it's pretty embarrassing that I got slapped, as I always do when it comes to playing really good people at Madden. But the difference in the graphics, the animations, everything else like that, guys, was unbelievable. And the reason being, it's the first time that Madden has the Frostbite engine. And you guys remember when FIFA went from Frostbite to what it was before, it was a huge gap in the graphics and stuff, and Madden's graphics and animations look absolutely awesome, and definitely a game I'm looking after. Now, I can't really give you a detailed breakdown of that, guys. There's plenty of Madden YouTubers who have played the game in depth and can give you an honest opinion. If you guys are well adapted to the Madden series, then it's better off checking them out for review, guys. But I am looking forward to it. I always am. With Madden, FIFA, I'm so hyped for that game. It's unreal. And the NBA itself, I had to play, man. I've not really played many basketball games in the space of a decade, so I picked it up. It looked visually good, but I didn't understand the controls, and that's just me being a noob, I think. But with that said, guys, I played FIFA 18. It's exciting, it's good, and I'm really looking forward to what EA are going to bring this year to the table, especially with competitive, with the game itself. It's going to be awesome. Hopefully you guys are hyped for it as well. So, if you've enjoyed the video, guys, leave a like for it. I know it's a pretty long one. I'm sweating like hell because of the weather, and need to turn my fan on now and get some air conditioning in this room. So, guys, leave a like for it and subscribe. Now, massive thanks to EA for taking me out there, and hopefully it's the first of many trips so I can get some exclusives for you guys on this channel.